Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will miss Arsenal's next 3 matches, of course, after getting that direct red at the weekend. Missed the matches at home against Sheffield United, away against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, then away against struggling Bournemouth. That's in the FA Cup. Ian, I know it's an obvious question, but it wouldn't be the first time I ask something like this. They're going to miss him, aren't they?
Yeah, obviously, he's always among the goals. He's always among the top goal scorers in the Premier League. He got goals for Borussia Dortmund. So, yeah, it's obviously a big miss. And it's a bit of a test of Arteta. I think Arsenal have improved under him. But are they going to be able to do that without their top goal scorer on the pitch, especially against Chelsea?
Yeah, it's going to be a big ask.
I loved Arteta's interview at the end of the Palace game when the reporter said to him, so Aubameyang's got a 3-game ban. And he said, well, we'll see. No, he's got a...
Try appealing that.
Oh, no, he's got a 3-game ban. It's coming.
Well, some people are saying it wasn't clear and obvious.
Yeah. What? Well, I'm not sure he should have changed that. It's not clear enough. Anybody watches that and says, all right, forget it. It was a red card all day, every day. Yep. Boring start. He's scored just under 50% of all their Premier League goals this season.
You're right.
Right.
There's nothing boring about it. No, there's no.
I wasn't asking for your approval.
I'll tell you what, I stick up for you now. You go.
So, clearly, obviously, clearly that's a big miss. Lacazette can step up to the plate, for sure. He's a really good player, and now he has going to have to step up for Arsenal.
Yeah.
In that, main striking role. I know Aubameyang's been playing a little bit off the wider position, but somebody's going to have to bang them in for Arteta. It's only 3 games. It's not a disaster. They're not in the hunt for the league. They're unlikely to get in the top 4. But it is what it is. Do you want to start?
You got any stats?
No, thanks.
Well, see, if you came with a start and you're struggling for something to say, could have bailed yourself out for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, here's some stats. 91 games, 57 goals.
There you go. You're right. No, the thing about Arsenal is it's a complete disaster, to be honest, for them that he's not playing. You know, not only is he the guy that scores the goals for them, but this team can't even put together a 90 minutes when they've got everybody. Yeah. So how are they going to do it when he's not even there? So, yes, they'll miss him, but they got so many other problems that this is just another one.
What have you made of Arteta so far, Ian?
I think he said all the right things, and there is a difference in terms of, I think, work rate, energy, passion, commitment. Those should be basics. You wonder what the players were doing before, don't you? But Arteta, I think, has brought something extra out of them. It hasn't necessarily converted into the number of points they need at the moment to make the climb that they need. But I think he's going the right way with them, but there's a lot to do still.
This is it, isn't it? He really is picking the team up from the bottom.
Yeah, but how long is this going to... OK, there's been a little bit more energy. There's a little bit better shape. But when you don't get results, eventually that hurts you. Eventually players will stop believing and say, well, hold on a minute, this guy, we're doing this, we're still losing. So it comes back to what we've been saying the whole time. They need to change the personnel. Until they change the personnel, it is not happening. He said it himself at Palace. Oh, this was the Arsenal I liked for 30 minutes.
Right.
That's no use. The game lasts 90 minutes.
Why is that only for spits and spats in games?
Because the players don't have the mental strength to consistently turn up and do what they're capable of week in and week out. That's what the good players do.
Will that change at all with Arteta over the long term?
Not with this group of players.
It's a lost cause.
Well, they've already shown. The reason Arteta's there is because they couldn't do it under Emery. And right now we're seeing that they can do it. As much as everybody says they're getting better, they're still not doing it. So that means it's a personnel thing.
Even if they went on some miraculous run, I'd still be looking at Arsenal in the summer and saying, right, who are they getting out?
Sure.
I don't care. Because it can pull the wool over some people's eyes for a short period. But this is a long-term appointment. This is a long-term appointment at Mikel Arteta. They've made a decision. So I think the interesting thing will be in the summer when the whole recruitment drive is back in full flow, full speed. And what kind of strength has he got within the recruiting people and the scouting system and the structure at the club to say, no, this is what we need and this is what I want. How much are you going to give me? How much are you going to back me? Because if they don't do that, he'll be fighting the same battles again next year. So this is about basically just keeping everything sweet until the summer, and then make sure you get your eggs in the right basket, or next season we'll be having the same discussion.
Yep. Little Europa League run?
No, they're better off getting out.
No, why don't you go final, win the final, get Champions League? It's not like what they're going to focus on.
That's not
what they're going to focus on, the league,
they've got to try and get themselves up the Premier League.
Why?
Why do they need another game? Why do you want to...
Hey, wouldn't you prefer to finish 10th and win the Europa League and be in the Champions League next season? Yes, is the answer to that. Right.
Not happening. Dream on.
ESPNFC.
Hey, dream on.
Back tomorrow. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.